Welcome to Student Spotlight. The purpose of the podcast is to help you understand the perspective of the students who are already abroad and get inspired by their journey. Through different episodes, you will gather hacks of cracking through top universities, job application process, securing scholarships, managing your budgets abroad, dealing with things like homesickness, where and how to network, and much, much more. Today, we're engaged in an intriguing conversation with Jash, hailing from Mumbai and is currently pursuing his master's degree in accounting and finance at the University of Birmingham. Jash has cleared the first level of chartered accountancy and is concurrently pursuing ACCA. His professional journey includes valuable experience gained at KPMG. His qualifications and experiences played a pivotal role in securing a prestigious £8,700 scholarship at the university. Join us as we delve into his diverse experience and discuss on how he managed to achieve these remarkable milestones.
Hi, so I'm from Mumbai, Ghatkopar. I did my schooling from Ghatkopar. 10th I scored somewhere around 85. I was an average student. Then there's this college called Somaya. It's pretty famous in Mumbai. So I got into that. Junior college. 11th, 12th I did. I scored around 75. Again, pretty average. I started doing CA after my 12th. I cleared the first level and then I started studying for the second level as well. But then I got so done with it, like I had to study too much, and then it was like I'm gonna go abroad or do something new. I started doing internships in CA firms, and then I started with ACCA as well. So I did around 2 papers back in India, along with my graduation. I did BCom from KJ Somaya as well. After that, through college placement, I got into KPMG statutory audit, Mumbai office. So I was working there for like 14 months. And because I was doing ACCA, I was then looking at international opportunities. Where should I study? Should I do MBA? Should I do masters? So then we met. I told you that I'm doing ACCA, this, that. So eventually UK was the destination. After that, my friend Sanay came a year before in Birmingham, Ashton University. So I was then looking universities near to Birmingham. And because Birmingham is very close to London, so yeah, I applied to like Warwick, UOB, Lancashire I applied. Eventually I wanted to come to UOB, but the fees was very high. So I was gonna probably end up with Ashton. But then I got good scholarship. I got around £8,700 of scholarship. So then I think it was manageable, so I came to UOB.
So tell me about how much did you score in your undergrad?
Yeah, undergrad I had 8.63 CGPA.
Okay, is that what got you the scholarship?
I think so that, and I think my work ex with KPMG and ACCA. Yeah.
Oh, ACCA as well. Okay.
Because a lot of my postmates, I asked them, did you get any scholarship? They were like, even though they scored like 9 CGPA, they didn't get scholarship. Right. And one girl I know, she had no experience, but she is doing ACCA. So probably I think even she got same amount as me. So I think ACCA helped a lot.
So you mentioned you completed CA year 1. Right?
Yeah,
level 1.
Yeah.
And you were doing your BCom parallel. Right. So did that help you in your ACCA anyway?
Yeah, it did. Because I started studying for level 2 CA intermediate as well. But then, so yeah, all of that knowledge obviously helped me in ACCA. ACCA is like, it's not easy as people say, but it has flexibility. You can give any paper at any time. Even though if you give 2-3 papers at a time and you fail one, so you just have to repeat that paper. You don't have to give all the papers again.
Correct.
CA was like, give 4 papers, even if you fail one, you give all of them again.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. So now, if you have a BCom from India,
yeah,
you're exempted certain papers in ACCA.
Yeah.
Right? So totally, if I'm not wrong, there are 14 papers.
13 papers. And if you complete BCom, you get 4 exemptions.
So you got 4 exemptions. And then you've completed 3 more papers.
Yeah, 3 more papers.
So you did 3 papers here, or you did back in India?
2 papers I gave back in India. And after coming here, so I had this module in Sem 1. It was called Financial Management. So I studied for that, and because I studied for that, I was like, I'll get the ACCA paper as well.
Which complemented,
yeah.
So similar studies, is it?
ACCA was a lot deeper. It was much more tougher, but eventually, yeah. master's module helped me for around like 30 to 40% of ACCA's portion.
Okay, nice. So, is it that you study masters from particular universities, you get more exemptions, or is your course mapped to that of ACCA
Yeah,
to any extent?
yeah. So I know this university. It's called University of Westminster. If you finish your master's from there, you get around 9 exemptions.
Okay.
And because the reason is the modules in that course are very similar to ACCA. So
Correct.
ACCA has like SBR,
Yeah, yeah.
SBL, exactly similar module they have. So
Okay.
that's the reason. But I think it's not on. It's upon ACCA. Check the syllabus of every universities, and they'll be like, okay, we'll give this much exemption, this much exemption.
So with Birmingham, University of Birmingham, there are no exemptions. You have to give.
No, we have like 4 exemptions, but that is similar to bachelor's
Oh, okay.
back in India.
But with Westminster University, you're saying 9.
9 exemptions.
Which
Even
then
I
you're left with 4 papers.
just 4 papers. So I was planning to go there, but we had this the university ranking is not
Not
that
as,
good.
yes,
The
yes.
crowd we get, the professors.
Correct, correct. Also ACC is a very competitive exam.
Yeah.
It's not easy, right?
Yeah.
So, although the modules can be mapped, it's also the level of tutoring. If they're giving almost what you get 4 or so 5 modules, they're giving exemptions,
Yeah.
which is quite a lot.
Yeah. And in which case, if you get 9 exemptions, but you don't know what you are doing, and if you sit for the final 4 papers, it's very tough for you. I think.
Even to do the for
Yeah. So if you like give skill level papers from ACCA, you build your skills up, and then you sit for the final papers. I think you have more chance of clearing in the first attempt.
right, I get it. So tell me your experience here at University of Birmingham. It's a fabulous campus.
Yeah.
Tell us more about the campus first. I mean, I would have done good 5,000-8,000 steps just walking around,
Yeah.
finding this
Campus is
place.
actually very huge. I got lost in like first week of our uni. I reached for my classes late, and yeah. So after we had our exams in January, and we had that in medical school. I had never seen medical school before. There are places that I am yet to go,
Right.
and some buildings are like they look like castle.
Yeah.
The medical school, for example.
Yeah.
The
Sorry, is that clock tower? What is that? Is that
it's called the Old Joe,
okay?
and it's very prestigious. In Birmingham's history, the Aston Webb Hall was used as a hospital. They had like beds and everything during the World War II.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
So I think in the library there's a huge section for history.
Okay.
You
Right.
can read that.
So library is the next building.
Next
right?
building,
It's
it's
massive.
one of the biggest library I think in the Birmingham, at least Birmingham.
Yeah, it's massive, right?
It's massive.
Nice. So how is your course now? Tell me about your course expectation versus reality. Is it great?
Course is nice. Professors are really helpful. First one was really amazing. We had audit module. The professor was really nice. We had financial management. We had this module accounting theory, and UK focuses a lot more on sustainability, green accounting, all of that. So that was a new perspective because I don't think back in India anybody teaches this.
we are a little behind in that
behind
right
that
now.
factor, yeah. So it was great. Sem 2, I personally didn't find it that challenging. There's this model business analytics, and I was in the impression that we'll get to learn coding, Python, Tableau, everything. But it's just theoretical. They taught some basic Excel skills, which I already knew because I worked with KPMG. So that module not that good. There's this module alternative finance. It has private equity and all of that factors. So even I thought that would be good, but it's just theoretical, no practical aspects at all. So
Okay. So do you think you feel the course is a little toned down? Is it because you're studying ACCA?
yeah, that might be the case because some of my postmates who are not doing ACCA, they find it challenging.
Right.
But for me, since I'm doing ACCA, I know all of this. Maybe that could be the case.
And are you getting yourself prepared? How do you prepare yourself for the ACCA exams? Are you getting tutored somewhere, or you're just self-studying?
There are lectures on YouTube. I just watch them and I study by myself.
Okay.
But
You're not on a course.
no. But if you want to get coaching on, I think it's like just 80 to 100 pounds for one module. So
Okay.
I think that's doable.
Online. You just
Online,
study.
yeah.
Right. Okay.
There will be like 20-25 lectures. You watch that and you can ask queries to the professor on WhatsApp and everything.
Okay. So, what is your plan? Like, by when do you think you will finish your ACCA if things went as
The
per?
way I want, yeah. So I'm done with 7 papers. So I was planning to give one paper in June and one paper in September sitting as well. So by the time I'm done with my masters, I'll be at least part qualified ACCA. Then I look for jobs. ACCA part qualification will help me to get in somewhere, and then along with working, I'll finish my remaining 4 papers.
Okay. So, you're looking at 2 years from now to get done.
Yeah, a year and a half too.
Year and a half
Max.
too. Okay. And this masters would definitely help you, right? Like in
So if you're doing the masters first and then setting for the ACCA, it will help you a lot. But if you've done like me, if you've done some papers back in India and then you're coming, then it would be like,
okay, how do you think is the job market now? Looking at, we've had talks. I have talks with other students about Brexit and other things as well,
Yeah.
right? And there is still a feeling that finance and accounting is still strong here
Yeah.
in the UK. Do you still feel that, or do you think it
So
is not?
back until 22, the job market was really great. All of my seniors that I know, I talked to before coming here, are working right now because of the whole recession thing in the West, interest rate hikes, this, that. Now it's very tricky. Students who graduated last year are still not finding jobs. It's been 6 months. But now it's opening. Now I've heard like good news from like 5-6 people that are finding jobs, this, that. One tip that I got from everyone is that patience. You have to, keep your head up, just apply, apply, apply. You'll face thousands of rejections, but you have to do
You need that one yes,
one yes.
and
Yeah.
that's
And I think for my field, accounting, audit, there are plenty of jobs available.
okay.
And even booming fields like business analytics, computer science, they are struggling to find a job. But I know a couple of my senior friends who they got job in finance and audit.
And I think ACCA is a massive tool.
Massive, yeah.
Basically it's like the best weapon you have
Yeah,
in your artillery, because it never gets spoken too much about, but there is a shortage of accountants
Accountants,
and people qualified accountants, I
Yeah.
would say, and not a lot of people are able to clear ACCA like you have is in India. And I don't know how the situation in India is, but I think there is ample of CAs now,
Yeah,
right? But here it's not the case. Here there is a shortage. If you have the ACCA completed,
Yeah.
even part qualified ACCA guys have
Helps a
been getting
all the
jobs.
accounting jobs that I see, the minimum requirement is part qualified ACCA or ACA. There's
ACA.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Nice. So what are your future plans now?
Finish ACCA, find a job here. If I get sponsored, then stay here or else go back in India after getting qualified. And I think India also has good scope for ACCA now. So
It does. Again, it's outsourcing hub.
yeah,
So your big fours, or even if you have your own practice, you're still catering to UK clients,
UK
right?
clients,
Sitting
yeah.
there.
True.
So you're spending in rupees and
PPT
earning
where I was
pounds.
working, they started with ACCA when I was there. So they were paying students to finish ACCA. They had some clauses, obviously. But yeah, even big fours have now started accepting ACCA, CPA from US, other courses.
So again, it's like you have win-win. Both the
Win-win,
places,
yeah, yeah.
not like win. Okay, any advice you would want to give to our students who are applying to come to UK, specifically getting into accounting, finance, or as ACCA related stuff based on your experience?
So first thing, work for a couple of years. Don't just directly come straight out of college as freshers, because the UK job market is very much experience based. If you have like good 3 to 5 years of experience, you'll be sorted. But if you are a fresher, you're going to struggle a lot. Second thing, apply early, a year before. So if I applied a year before, so that is why I was able to get scholarship, apply for scholarship, decide which uni to go. What some students do, they apply like 5-ish months before, and they'll have to settle for university that they get into and this that. So apply early. Work experience is a must. Yeah, I think ACCA. If you do ACCA if you're coming to the UK and if you do ACCA, will be sorted.
Right. So even I've heard this a lot, and I do agree absolutely. Right. If you can get a couple of years of experience, especially in finance,
Yeah.
accounting, or any such roles, and if you pick up these additional qualifications, which are not, I mean, this ACCA, CIMA, CFA, these are tougher than your actual masters, right? It's much more intense. So even if something more that even few papers, if you can clear it before coming,
Yeah.
like what you've done, it's a big help, right?
And if you have done if you have part qualified ACCA or if you have done 7-8 papers, then don't choose accounting and finance.
Then go for this.
Do either finance or something else like investments or something else.
Because then you're overlapping and you're learning lesser than what you already learned. So that's also
And if you have 3 to 5 years of experience, I think go for MBA.
Okay.
So MBA from Ashton, from UOB, these are great courses. I know my seniors who got jobs right after course.
Okay. So you're saying do ACCA and also
get WorkX and then come for MBA.
So while you're working, try and do your at least part qualified ACCA. Right, well, that's good, right? Okay, thank you very much. One more last thing I'll ask you. If you were to change anything going back in time, what would you do?
I'd probably go for
a different course
or TSL or good uni, because before coming I was hesitant to spend more. I was like, will the ROI be good, this, that, and since I got scholarship in UOB, this is not a bad uni, this is one of the Russell Group unis and it's good. I think the brand value of UOB and Imperial is very different. Some people I know from Imperial are getting into consulting right now. Like, we haven't even finished our courses and they are getting into consulting in Canary Wharf, Mayfair.
So, well, let me tell you this, right? So, I've been interviewing King's, LSE, Imperial students. The mindset is different. So, if you start your course in September, Masters, September, they are applying for roles. Right, so they are parallelly, they don't work at all part-time, they don't know what working part-time is, but by December, January, they would have done 200-300 applications, right? So when you said that, it's a mindset difference,
right?
And it's like you see what your peers are doing or what your seniors have done, and that's that's ancestral, that's what gets passed down. So and again, courses are intense. I haven't seen Imperial or LSE student being able to spare time, work part-time for masters. Undergrad is different, but like you rightly said, this is what I tell students as well. You might hesitate before coming here. You might hesitate to spend that extra 5,000-7,000.
But it's definitely worth it.
Right, but when you look at the larger picture, when you're looking at 20 years landscape, at 5,000 nothing, you would recover in 1 year. Right, and so if you get an offer from a university, even getting admission is challenge. If you get it without scholarship, well, that's worth it.
It's definitely.
And the employers love it too, right? They look at the brands. And
you want to go into private equity, consulting, this, that, then I think target schools, Imperial, KCL, these are the best ones.
Okay, great. Thank you, Jash. Thank you very much. That was quite informative for students, especially. Now you know, right, the pathway. If you want to get into accounting related fields, study ACCA, take a couple of years of break, or work in wherever you are, give 2-3 papers, 4 papers, whatever you can, and either come for an MBA or finance related role, although you're wanting to be an accountant, because you don't want to overlap what you've already studied in ACCA. You'll have the same kind of studies in your accounting course, for which you'll be paying almost 20k, right? So that's what Jash has told us. Just thank you very much. It was amazing. It was a pleasure. Thanks for watching today's episode. Hope you found some valuable information. Each student has a unique story. Do browse through other episodes for insights on various aspects of choosing careers, studying, working, and living abroad. Fill out the form below if you need guidance, and we'll try our best to make your journey much more easier.